Okay. Do we have correct, you've got something circled there, what do
No,
you got?
that's just for me.
Oh, for you, okay, all right. Do I hear a motion to accept the minutes as presented?
I make a motion we accept.
Okay. So do I hear a second?
I
No.
second.
Okay. Okay, all in favor of accepting the minutes as presented? Aye. Okay, motion carried. It would appear we had 369
New
new
applicants.
applicants for voting.
Mhm.
How about that? I guess that's because we didn't have any last month, right?
Yeah, because we had to hold
Mhm.
due to the March 19th election.
And
so-
what did you say that brought the total in this county?
At the end of April, it was over almost 20,000.
Can you
And
believe
we're
that?
up in 20 right now this month.
We're gonna have a good, if everybody turns out, we're gonna have a great election.
19,482 as of April 30th.
19,482
Yeah,
as of when?
April 30th, but we've already been adding to it this month, so that'll come in on the next one.
Okay. All right, do I hear a motion to accept the 369 new applications?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, Valda and Wanda second, okay? All in favor? Aye, none opposed, so motion is carried. Okay. 105 deletions, 79 moved out of county, 3 moved out of state, 23 deaths. Is that for 1 month again?
Yeah, the deceased is. And the moved out of county, or
I
the
started
ones that
saying
were
that.
being held too, because they couldn't take them away from us because we were in that election cycle.
Okay, that's, so you
that
really
made it
couldn't do
go up.
anything at that
Yeah,
point?
that made it go up.
Okay, all right. So I'll make a motion to accept these deletions. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay, all right. All in favor of accepting the deletions? Aye. And none opposed, so that motion is carried. All right, on the unfinished business, Mary Ann, I'm gonna revert back to the, was anything decided on this new machine, since we thought
We've not heard anything.
nothing new on the new machines?
Not heard a word. We thought we would by now, but
Okay. All right, and that, my next question would be, are we going to have an inspection, or are they going to be sending out something about?
haven't heard any more on
Nothing
that
new
yet
on the
either.
security.
Mm-mm.
Okay. For the benefit of Ethan over here, this security was going to be when we put our voting machines the night before the election.
Oh, yeah, they won't come and do all that. We have to do that
Yeah.
part and tell them.
Yeah,
If we've got places that we cannot secure, like a fire station, that we put them in the bay and we can't lock them, then we may have to have somebody spend the
might
night
have to
with
have
them.
a personal, individual person spend
Someone
the
stay with
overnight. We're not sure about this yet, but there's been some talk of
Yeah,
that.
it's
That
just-
these machines have to be secured,
Yeah.
either locked up or a person.
Yeah, in the past, we could just chain them together with a
Yeah.
lock. And that way, when the precinct manager goes in the next morning, they just unlock it, take the chain off. And now they're saying we possibly could have to have someone physically there with them.
I gotcha.
But in the past, with just a chain, it's been okay, the state's been okay with that. But with
Yeah.
all the security now and all the talk about
Questions.
the machines, then we probably will end up having to put someone at them.
Which is gonna be an additional expense,
It will.
because you've got somebody staying there.
will.
We got 12 precincts, so we're talking there'd might have
Part
to
of
hire,
those.
may have to hire 12
Yeah.
people.
We don't know yet.
But this is the talk. We haven't been told anything. I'm just kind of bringing you up to par on what I was talking about.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I think they actually do that in LJ, is have somebody stay with them too.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Gary said they did.
I think so.
One or two.
Have
of
they
theirs.
already been doing that?
There's, yeah, one or two of theirs is so far out, and they can't secure it, they're in the bay,
Okay,
so, but like Schema and Noontutla, we're in the room part that can be locked, so.
okay.
We should be okay.
How many do we
Turning
have that would be?
And then up here, we lock the,
Senior center,
yeah,
yeah.
so we
Yeah.
got
We
3
would
more
have,
in lock.
Probably, well, let's see. Caldwell, we'd have that one. Hot House.
Can we lock Mineral up?
It's in
Put
that
it
room.
Put it in that room.
It's in that room.
Voting room.
Sugar Creek, 3. We'd have
So
3.
we have 3 that we
We'd
have
have
to,
3.
that we might have to
Yeah.
have a physical person there. Okay. So we haven't heard anything about that, anything about the new machines.
Nothing.
So we still
And I know
want,
they took the bids the end of April, and we thought we'd know which companies that they were looking at.
Yeah.
But
we haven't been told anything.
nothing's been told yet.
Okay.
It's real
And
hush hush.
Are we still looking at June the 14th for starting inspection of?
It's good for
Yeah,
me.
let's keep it at
Whatever
June.
date y'all want, if you want to do another date, or May is a busy month, the rest of the
It
month.
is. So let's hold it at June the 14th, and if something comes up at the June meeting, we'll know.
Yeah.
You know, we can't, that we'll have to reschedule. But if we don't set a date and hold to it, we're not gonna, we're never gonna do this.
No, and we really need to do it.
Yes, we
need to
do.
look at them. I mean, with 20,000 voters,
When did you say
Almost,
May?
June the 14th was,
Well, that-
it's a
yeah,
Friday.
That's on this one here.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
It's on the minutes.
But we're adding voters and adding, so we've outgrown them, and
Okay.
really need to look at these.
yeah. Okay, I've written that down, all right. So I can't, is there any other old business you're familiar
That's all that
with?
we have.
Okay. What about new business? Have we got anything?
I don't know of anything.
You
This
got-
is kind
you
of a
got your
dead time.
Reservations for your trip.
Conference coming up in December, but that's
Yeah, are
way
you
off,
gonna
and-
get to go, Velda?
I've decided not to.
Okay, I understand. Now, did you I ended up not going to this past one. Did you get to go? I can't remember. You did go, didn't you?
No, I did not
No,
go.
she
Okay,
didn't go.
you didn't, okay. Well, you and I then were lame ducks again.
There's gonna be another one in Macon,
In-
did you say?
No, it'll be in Savannah in December.
In December.
No, I mean, the next time.
Oh,
It'll be in
Isn't it?
2021. There won't be one next year.
Well,
There won't be one
Yeah.
then because of all the elections. And that's why we have 2 this year, to get us ready.
We usually just have one,
Yeah,
but
Usually-
fortunately for me, then I'll have to
just
go
one a
to
year.
December.
But the one in December will be for the one for 2020. But as long as we've got 2 people going,
Yeah.
we're good.
We're all right. Things
Okay.
are settled down for you.
Yeah.
Right.
Right now, you can only do what you can do. All right, so any new business at all? Lord, kids, this is gonna be a short meeting. Do we have any public comment, Ethan? Or
I'll-
questions you might have?
Yeah, I was gonna ask about the new machines. What are those about? Because I've worked with the old machines. I actually help out with the elections in LJ, and I'm assuming they're the same here. The top,
These are, yeah, it's gonna be statewide. The state's purchasing new machines for each county,
yeah.
and there will be a paper trail. And
Okay.
that's what the groups have been pushing for, so they have, and it's time to update these machines. They're out of date, the black case ones are, and
Yeah.
they've been out of date for years, and TSX is, they can still get parts for them, but the new ones, there will be a paper trail with them.
But
And-
it'll still be like touch screen.
It'll be a touchscreen
Use
machine.
the card.
What it'll be, the ones we've
Just-
looked at conference,
Yeah.
it will, instead of the little yellow card,
Yeah.
you'll get a ballot.
Okay.
And the ballots are about that wide, about that long. And they'll issue that to you. You'll take it to another machine, the touch screen, put it in, it'll pull it through, bring up your ballot, and you'll still vote the same way. You still have the X's by the names.
Okay.
Then the difference will be when you get to the end, instead of hitting cast ballot, it's going to say print ballot.
Okay.
So it's going to print that ballot back out and give it to you, and you'll see who you voted for on it.
Okay.
And if you see something wrong on it, the manager can void that one. They'll reissue you a new one. You just start it all over again, just like with the yellow cards. They'd, cancel it and reissue. So they'll do
Okay.
the same thing. You do it again. And once that ballot is, if it's the way you want it, you'll take it to a scanner, or a reader, they call it, machine, and insert it into it. It's like the OptiScans we use here on election night.
Yeah.
And it will pull that ballot through and read it and record it, and the ballot will go into the bottom. It'll be on a big black case and locked, and the ballot will go down into a box in the bottom of that case.
Okay.
And at the end of the election, when they close the election out, the manager will lock that box and bring it into the election offices with them. So the
Okay.
voters don't actually carry a piece of paper out with them, but they
Right.
can see their ballot on paper. And if there was to be a manual or a recount, they can ask for it to be manual. So
Okay.
you'd go to those paper ballots and do those
I
instead of
gotcha.
uploading the cards again.
They haven't decided when they'll be putting those
They've
out?
not, well, we'll have them before the presidential preference next year.
Okay.
But they've not decided which company. They put out bids on them. I know there's like 3 different companies that I know of that bidded on those, and that they've not
Yeah.
decided which company they're gonna go with.
Okay.
So, once they do that, we were hoping, they told us at conference by the end of April, we would know
Yeah.
which companies put in the bids, but they've not told us that yet either, so
Wow.
we're just waiting to see, but we do know there will be a paper trail.
Okay.
So what do the managers carry in from the precinct? Do they carry the big?
They'll bring
Box?
a box
The box?
that the ballots actually go into. When they pull it out, they'll lock it, and they'll bring that box with them, along with instead of having all those cards, it's gonna be like one memory stick that they'll bring in. And I'm assuming they're express poll books. They won't be called express polls anymore, whatever they'll be called, but they'll bring those with them, like they normally bring in their provisional bags and everything. But they'll have that blue box added to the stuff they'll bring in, because those are live ballots. They've been run through that machine in county, so, and then we have to secure them here until we get them boxed up and ready to go down to the clerk of court for storage. So,
I was just
They'll
gonna
have a
say,
big
that's
room down
gonna,
there.
yeah,
that's gonna
It's
be
gonna
an
be-
issue.
it is.
They'll have to have another room for that, 'cause that's gonna be a lot of storage, keeping those paper ballots.
Yeah, I remember when we used to have to box all those up, we had boxes and boxes of stuff. So it's just gonna be more stuff to keep, but maybe it will help satisfy people's minds that the
That
machines
it's
are
not
good.
a fixed thing.
Right. I know we've had to do manual, or we've had to do recounts before, but we, run them through again, just like we did before, and the numbers always match, so. But,
This way there'll be, only difference is you've got a tangible piece
yeah,
of
we've got a
paper
paper,
that
I
you
mean,
can,
that you can pick up and actually
That you can see.
who you voted for.
I was just thinking.
And we'll be getting some of those in time. They said each county will get so many to start with, to start letting people come look at and train your poll workers on, because everybody's gotta be retrained. It's a whole different system, so we'll have to retrain everybody. The ones we've looked at, they're gonna be really easy for the managers and the poll workers to work. There's not that much difference in them. It's just like you've got, instead of a yellow card, you've got the paper. So we've got to learn ourselves so we can train everybody else.
and the big issue to me
And
is
you've
gonna
gotta
be
have enough of
keeping
the
that
paper.
voter from taking that piece
Yeah.
of paper out the
Going
door
out the
with them.
door. They can't walk out the door with it and bring it back in and vote it.
And they're not used to this piece of paper, see?
They may think it goes with them.
Yeah, they might think that's what they get to take home, so that
So
you're
the
gonna have
person that-
somebody very alert to
We
keep.
gotta have a,
I think the person that usually collects the yellow cards and gives the little peach stickers, that's gonna become a very important person. Probably have to have a couple of them at the doors, just to
And they
make
won't
sure,
be able to sit
until
at the
people
table
can,
and there's people
No.
like by the table
No.
doing,
no.
there's
So,
somebody standing on it
they're gonna have to have somebody standing there watching
and take turns.
to make
sit
sure
on
that
the-
those papers
on the
don't walk
table.
out the door.
Yeah,
And we've gotta educate our voters on that too, so. But once we get them and get them set up, we'll probably have training sessions to go to. We'll go to those, and we'll be open for the public to come in here anytime that we're open to play on them. So they can get the feel of them, feel comfortable with them, just like we did with the others. We set those up in the office, and people would come in and vote on them and talk about them and let us know how they like them. So,
I was just wondering about the storage. That's a lot, year after year, and I wonder if they've even considered putting on microfiche or something like
didn't
that,
say.
you know?
they didn't
Copying
say.
them and so that they can
Yeah.
go to the machines and they can.
And look at them,
look at
yeah.
'em.
They didn't say anything about that.
That would be a good thing to do then, that doesn't take up much space.
Yeah,
But
whatever the state tells us,
That
is what
many-
we'll do.
We're a
Across
little
the
county
state.
and we got 20,000 voters. Think about Fulton County, y'all.
Exactly.
They're gonna have to have a building to store
Yeah,
theirs.
they'll have to,
And the,
It's
and,
thousands,
yeah,
So,
the
I
issue
mean,
here
they need to
is
do
that,
microfiche right away.
that piece of paper is what they're looking for.
yeah.
To back up the number, that there's a piece of paper, numbers of papers that
Matches the
match
numbers
and
on the
back up
machine.
what your machine has been telling you.
Right.
Okay, so I don't know what they're gonna do about, who knows?
Are they planning on keeping all those papers like
You
indefinitely?
have to keep them for 2 years.
Yeah.
2
2
years.
years, okay.
Yeah. That's what's required by law right now.
Yeah,
That they go in storage in the clerk's office for 2 years.
yeah.
I bet the clerk's office are excited about
I
that.
don't know if she knows it.
Well, I don't know
She
where
may
she's gonna put it, sister.
I don't either.
I don't either, is right. Okay, who opened that can of worms? Was that Ethan?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay. That was a good question.
It was a good question. I'm just gonna put that down as discussion was had.
On the new up
Yeah.
machines.
Yeah. Any other questions, Ethan?
No, not that I can think of.
Okay. Mary Ann, is there anything, or Val, or anything y'all need to add, that we discussed? Things have been running pretty quiet,
They have.
And,
It's been real quiet.
but I am amazed at the number of voters, increasing, because we're looking, if you've taken in, this 369 is not part of this 19,482, is it?
Mhm.
Oh, it is?
It is.
Okay, so we're looking at 19,400 and some people,
Yeah.
almost 500 people. That's amazing.
Mhm.
That's amazing to me. Okay, anything else we need to discuss?
Next meeting.
The next meeting is,
June 3rd.
June the 3rd. June 3rd. Okay. So, do I hear a motion? You want me to sign one of these things? I'll sign this one, Mary Ann.
Okay. Let Wanda sign it.
Yeah. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion we adjourn.
Okay, all right. All in favor?
All right.
Uh,
Okay. Motion carried. We are adjourned. Ethan, you
Okay.
brought